Hi, it's Margaret, and thank you so much for joining me here on The Gardening Me. I wanted to do a little video here on the Majorette Double Champagne Hollyhock because this is the one that I did the single seed challenge on last year, and it is a first year blooming hollyhock. And what I did is I wasn't sure what it was going to do in the second year, so I just left it in the bed to see what would happen. And it is an absolutely enormous plant right now. This whole thing is one plant. Let me go in close here and show you what the base of this plant looks like. Look at that. That is the base of the plant. It is huge. It's huge. It has, I don't even know how many flower spikes on this. Just on the outside, I'm going to say 6, 8, 10, 12 maybe flower spikes. It has been blooming for a couple of weeks now, and it's just beautiful, just like it was last year. But whoa, look at that. It is a compact hollyhock, and it's only supposed to get, I think, 3 feet tall, but right now, definitely it's bigger than that. I would say this guy here is probably about 4 feet tall. I just can't believe how enormous this is. Now, let me go over and show you what the new ones that I planted this year look like. So here are the new ones I planted this year, and I think I planted either 3 or 4. They are a lot bigger than last year, and my guess is that, I'm not sure if you recall, but in last year's video, I mentioned how the soil was very, very dry. We had had a very hot and dry summer season. And in the beginning of the season, I didn't have the drip irrigation installed. So up until I think around this time, middle of July or so, maybe even later, these beds were being hand watered and not that often. And this year though, not only is there drip installed in the beds, but we have had a lot of rain. And I'm wondering if that has made the difference. I can't think of anything else that would have made this dramatic of a difference. These plants are absolutely huge compared to what they were last year. And in case you're wondering what this is Potomac Dark Orange Snapdragons, my favorite, which is why I kind of planted them around in this bed. So there are the bloom spikes here for the new planting, and as we can see, the Japanese beetles are chowing down a little bit already, but there's a few holes in the leaves, but they're not really that bad, so that's okay. There are lots of buds here. Lots and lots of buds. So this one here is the tallest, and I would say that one's about 3 feet tall right now. Normally, hollyhocks are biennial, so they will not bloom the first year. They just get lots of leaves, and then in the second year they bloom. So my burning question was, what would happen to this hollyhock in the second year? Would it still bloom even though it bloomed in the first year? Or would it basically die out over the winter and almost behave like an annual? Well, we have our answer. Hi, it's Editing Margaret. I actually took the original video right before I went to a Perennial Plant Association symposium in Niagara Falls for a few days. And the plan was when I got back, I would edit the video and put it up. But I'm back, and I mean, the hollyhocks have exploded. They look amazing. So, so good. I mean, there is a little bit of something going on down here. I'm not exactly sure what that is. However, on the whole, they look really good, especially considering that we had some really brutal storms when we were away. And some of my netting on my onion bed blew off. My rudbeckia is kind of lying like a little lump here on an angle. A lot of things got a little bit flattened, but the hollyhocks, wow, they're just going and going. I love this so much. And as I said, all of this is one plant. Amazing. So there you go. I am so thrilled with these. I just can't say enough about them. Thank you so much for joining me today for this sneak peek at what the hollyhock looks like this year, and we'll see you next time. Bye.